What we did is often difficult for some people to understand. They ask us quite often, why, if you're dissatisfied, do you stay in a place?
When I left the firm after 7 months and 3 days, my coworkers were surprised. One of them told me that he hadn't known it was possible to escape from Alcatraz.
Hillary Clinton is on pace to win the popular vote in the election by 2.5 million votes.
And I will do everything I can to help. I love this country, and I feel honored to have served it. And I will do everything I can in future to help this great country succeed.
Well, if you didn't care a lot about it, you wouldn't stay.
In fact, Russia had hacked into the DNC.
Our love for this place, this particular place.
Because all you had to do to escape was walk through the front door.
Wide picture. This is with over 300, 302 of the 382 results in. So as you get more results in, it's increasingly difficult.
Coupled with our freedom from the burden of an inauthentic reality, allowed us to question basic assumptions underlying our education.
The British people have voted to leave the European Union, and their will must be respected.
But people really did find it very hard to leave.
We questioned about what responsibility we should have, both for our lives as individuals and for our lives as members of a collective group.
Now, there is something that is not working in the Medicare system to make the delivery of health care to our mothers cost-effective while remaining high quality.
Words have a funny way of trapping our minds on the way to our tongues.
Struggle against the American technological hegemony.
But there are necessary means, even in this multimedia age.
There's plenty of evidence that a battle against Silicon Valley is raging in Europe right now.
We're attempting to come to grasp with some of the inarticulate, maybe even inarticulable things that we're feeling. We are, all of us, exploring a world that none of us understands.
We must now prepare for a negotiation with the European Union.
Joe Cox was attacked in the village of Burstall near Leeds early this afternoon.
Safety of my father, but I worry about the safety of every American, including my children and myself, my family.
Today is all of us, the 400 of us, and I find myself in a familiar position, that of reacting, something that our generation has been doing for quite a while now. We're not in the positions yet of leadership and power, but we do have that indispensable element of criticizing and constructive protest. And I find myself reacting just briefly to
this office, and also to wish his family well, Samantha and their children, because I think we should all recognise that whilst many of us really do enjoy our jobs and our political life, it's the loved ones nearest to us and our families that actually make enormous sacrifices that we may be able to do this. So I'd also like him to pass on my thanks to his mother.
and attempting to create within that uncertainty.
My daughters, and all our sons and daughters.
There are some things we feel, feeling that a prevailing, acquisitive, and competitive corporate life
now take for granted that a woman can be President of the United States,
including, tragically, the universities, is not the way of life for us.
Social media giant Facebook has announced that its fight against fake news has begun in cooperation with third parties.
There's that mutuality of respect between people, where you don't see people as percentage points. where you don't manipulate people, where you're not interested in social engineering for people. The struggle for an integrated life existing in an atmosphere of communal trust and respect is one with desperately important political and social consequences.
Donald Trump, elected President of the United States.
She was abandoned by her parents. She was rejected by her grandparents. She was literally working as a housemaid at the age of 14. And she told me every day, you've got to get up and fight for what you believe in, no matter how hard it is. And I think about her a lot. I miss her a lot. I wish she were here with me.